Okay, good day. Welcome to the Great White North. Go. Go again. Okay, good day. Welcome to the Great White North. I'm Bob McKenzie. This is my brother Doug.
How's it going, eh?
And whoa, did you hear about what? Well, you can tell.
Okay, you hear about the guy who...
Good day, hey everybody, and welcome to Nierychlo Online. I'd like to shout out a huge thank you to my good friends Bob and Doug McKenzie for introing my show. It only seemed fitting on a show like today when I'm planning on doing an episode on beer. Beer is another one of those things that I just love, especially when it's another passionately made product. So today I have with me two beers from the same microbrewery. It's Howe Brewing, and they're one of the, I don't know if I want to call original, I don't know their history terribly well on them, but one of BC's well-known microbreweries. They're located in Squamish, BC. It's about halfway from Vancouver to Whistler. So you pass them if you're on your way up to Whistler for the Olympics, which are happening this week and next week. Vancouver's getting crazy right now. The buses, the streets, everything's going mental. It's kind of nice to be out in here in Langley a little bit. I was working in Vancouver today, and just the hustle and bustle is insane. It's nice to come home and just everything's kind of quiet. Anyway, I'm going to get into these right away. Like I said, Howe Brewing. I found these at a liquor store. One thing I love, I mean, look at this, a 1 liter bottle of beer. That's awesome. I mean, it's the end of the week. I'm having company over tonight. We're having a pizza evening. This should go really well. I'm just going to read the side of the bottle to you, give you a little bit of a cap on this company. But actually, one thing I love that it says product of Canada, A. So for those of you watching down south, we do say A a lot, and we like saying it. Okay, so it starts our story. In 1980, BC's John Mitchell and Frank Appleton pioneered North America's first modern craft brewery at Horseshoe Bay on BC's spectacular Howe Sound, beginning what has become known as the craft brewing renaissance. In 1996, John Mitchell helped design the Howe Sound Brewery and worked as our first brewer, developing our initial recipes known as the grandfather of microbrewing in Canada. That's interesting. We are proud of his ongoing relationship with our brewery today. We continue to brew in the craft style using unfiltered 100% barley mash. We pride ourselves in brewing a diverse selection of flavorful, well-balanced ales. We invite you to enjoy the experience. Excellent. So again, guys passionately making a product. They got a little bit on the bottle here as well. It's a resealable bottle. It comes with the crown top as well, like normal, but resealable for later. Great little thing. I mean, a liter of beer is a lot, but I don't mind putting the whole thing back, especially with some friends. Let's see, just a quick thing on that bottle. Our bottle, this reclosable bottle known as a pot stopper, was widely used in Europe and North America prior to the 1950s. Our new combination cap is an innovative design that allows closure by both crown and swing caps. It can be reused and meets our green packaging objectives. So, going for green as well. Alright, let's get right into them. So this one is Father John's Winter Ale. Now this is one they come out with every fall. I'm excited to try it. I mean, winter's kind of past, especially here in Vancouver. A lot of people are walking around. A friend of mine was saying that he bumped into I believe some people from Russia or something like that, and they said, shouldn't there be snow on the ground in a city that's hosting the Olympics? And it's true. Our mountains are doing fairly well. They've got a fair amount of snow. Whistler is doing okay. They're really having to preserve the snow, but we'll see what happens. I'm excited for the Olympics to see what happens. Hopefully it stays cold and everything works out well. Anyway, it's what's one of the most diverse things about Vancouver. Middle of spring, you can go surfing if you want. You can stay down in the city and walk on the beach in the sun, or you can be in the mountains snowboarding. Our climate here is really interesting. Anyway, sorry enough about that. Back into beer. End of the week. I'm excited for a good brew. The glass got some water in it here. So it's their winter ale. Ooh, that's an interesting color. I like that. Look at that, look at the head on there, nice foamy head. Oh, that's cool. It's a nice orange color, deep. It's a very elegant orange color. Very interesting. Almost a very nutty looking color. You would assume a nutty caramel color, kind of the color of almost sherry, something like that. Ooh, that's smooth and that's clean. I like that. 7% alcohol, a little bit higher alcohol. It's almost a little bit sweet. It is a little bit nutty. I'd almost say kind of almond paste, something like that. It's got a hint of spice. It's their winter ale. You could almost have this as a dessert. It's really interesting, but it's balanced. You got good acidity, keeps your mouth feeling clean and fresh. The alcohol is not taking over at all. Sorry, this is really good. I'm not spitting any of this. It's too bad I'm probably gonna have to dump the glass out. Yeah, it's kind of nutty, almondy, but sweet, like a creamy paste. A little bit of spice, kind of Christmas cake-like spice, a bit fruity. Yeah, fruity is almost like nice round, oh, I don't know. Just dried fruit. Nutty with a bit of dried fruit, dried apricot perhaps, something along those lines. It's almost too nice to talk about too much. I'm not dumping this. Okay, there's a little bit of that, and they're really good. I think my friends are going to really enjoy that this evening. The next one, Howe Brewing. It's their rail ale. I'm not sure, didn't show you the bottle. This one I'll show them both. These winter ale, it's got Father Christmas on there. This is the rail ale, it's got a train on it. So it's their nut brown rail ale. Same statement on the side of the bottle, but their story and everything. Product of Canada. Alright. Now this has got much more of a dark beer color to it. Almost a stout color, like black. Actually, when the light hits my glass though, it reflects it really, as where this one's orange, it's red. Like there's a red glow coming off my glass. It's very dark brown, but there's a red coming off of it. It smells dark. You can really smell like the malt coming through it, that kind of thing. Ooh. This is a sipper. This is almost a meal. It's creamy, fairly heavy, a bit more tart. This one a little bit more of that sour beer flavor. I think you're tasting a bit more of the hops and whatnot in it. This one's like deep, dark chocolate. It reminds me of a bit of licorice. Almost got again, a nutty taste, but like a deep, like savory, nutty taste. I find it actually, this one, very refreshing. This one's definitely a sipper. It's a little bit bitter in the tail end, whereas I found this one got a nice sweetness to balance it out. A little bit bitter, still very nice. This one I find falls off in the front of my palate a little bit, where this one had the sweetness to it. This one falls off in the front of my palate a little bit. It drags past, and you get the intensity of the flavors is more in the back of your mouth. And usually that's where your receptors for savoriness come through. I mean, my mouth is just watering drinking this. Quite nice as well though too. A good sipper. I would enjoy a big glass of this just to sip on all evening, let it warm up, get everything out of it. Yeah, a lot of like kind of almond shell or something like that, and deep nuttiness, chocolate, licorice, things along those lines. One thing that's awesome, I mean, a lot of my show is about wine, right? You've been watching, you know I do a lot of wine. You go to a liquor store, you can find good quality wine, $10, $15, something like that. Beer is still such a hard thing to get away from because you can get very high quality, well-made beers. I mean, these, don't quote me on this, I'm not sure. I'll write it down below when I do my little review. I think they were $6 or $8 for one of these bottles. I mean, it's 1 liter, and wine is only 750 ml. The value in beer is awesome, especially when you're getting like micro-brewed stuff that's got a lot of passion put into it. They're really enjoying what they make. It's a fun beer to drink. I'm excited to serve this evening. That's about it. End of the week, had an awesome week. Hope you did. Long, busy week. I had lots of long, late hours this week. Excited that it's the weekend. Just ready to chill, take it easy. I've got lots going on. And yeah, thanks so much for coming out. Hope you have a great weekend, a good next week, and we'll see you next time.